Chronicles of a Wandering Saint. Drama. Director, Tomás Gómez Bastillo. Stars, Mónica Villa as Rita, Ia Ced as Lucho, Horacio Marazzi as Norberto. This all begins with Rita, who is praying alone in a church, in a rural village in Argentina. Bathed in sunlight, she would seem almost saint-like if you were to walk in and see her in the perfect framing that cinematographer Pablo Lozano captures her in. As it turns out, this is by design, as, when the sunlight shifts ever so slightly to her left, so too does Rita in a slyly comical introduction that tells us everything we need to know about her. She is a devout woman who desires to be seen as not just the most committed in her congregation, but somehow apart from the entirety of humanity itself. She'll soon get more than she wished for, but first she'll attempt a bit of a silly scam to convince her small corner of the world that she is special. This involves her discovering a statue in the church storeroom that she will try to pass off as being the long-missing effigy of Saint Rita. It isn't, but as other good movies have shown us, one can't let the truth stand in the way of a good miracle. As she and her boring though compassionate husband Norberto smuggle it out, so she can bring it back, when it is looking magnificent enough to be a compelling ruse, we see how the two of them have drifted apart. He tries to tell her of a surprise he has for her, culminating in a truly sweet yet still sad dinner scene, but she seems most interested in what others will think of her just as she quietly mourns an old loss.
Mirá, están bailando.
¿Qué me mostras? El viento.
As we wander through this world, one we have already seen with all its rough edges and loneliness, it all takes on a greater resonance when seen from the clarity of a new perspective. That it may come far too late for Rita, as well as any of us, is part of the point. Life is a fragile, often tedious thing that can be full of mundane pains, but it also remains a beautiful thing despite all this. Only when we understand what it is to lose it can we know what is that we are missing. Something as simple as the guitar that Norberto would occasionally play is made into an artifact that is bursting with meaning. As you hear the film's last notes ring out, as the sunlight comes pouring through the window of this thing we call life one final time, you'll only wish you too could go back through and get the chance to wander just a little bit longer. IMDb 7.3. Metascore 76. Rotten Tomatoes 97. Pros. Without giving anything away, the shift that this film takes is delightful as it plunges us into its own distinctly offbeat, frequently absurd, and ultimately melancholic vision. Mónica Villa is magnificent as a woman wandering through her small corner of the world and discovering what it was that she has to lose. Cinematographer Pablo Lozano and composer Felipe Delzart operate in complete harmony with each other to make it all that much more unexpectedly moving.
Puede que sí sea, puede que no. Si vos querés que sea un milagro,